Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. And before I start something, let me make sure that this video is not monetized and none of my videos are monetized. So it's all free. It's all a free learning tools. So today we're going to talk about one of the most beginner confusing part, the net levels. The problem becomes is that we are so familiar with the concept of you basically take your wires and you connect to each other like this, and probably it comes from the simulation software, or maybe it's kind of more easy to understand that we are connecting this reset to the trigger. And by the way, this is a classic 555 timer, but there's a better way to do it. And the reason we kind of want to do a net level in scenarios, because think about, we have two 555 timers, and I'm not saying that you want to connect the discharge and reset together, or maybe discharge or control voltage together. But think about it, we're in a very goofy scenarios where we have to connect this two together. And by the way, you can also do, like, if you go here and if you do like sheep and space, see like how I'm changing different kind of line, and I do have some kind of a little cool stuff going on. So, and also if you just click on space, you can basically tweak and wiggle the shape, and it kind of helps in many scenarios where you want to make your wires look very nice and pretty. So, well, let's just go with what we had before. So now it seems like it's creating a conflict. So let's get rid of this. Let's try to do it again. Okay, let's actually do this thing. So now see how it kind of creates a messy situation, and we don't really want to do that. So what we try to do in this case to prevent that is we use net levels. And the net levels essentially telling the Altium Designer, hey, connect this guy to this reset, or maybe connect the output to the output. It's pretty fancy way of connecting wires. So how can we do that? So let's just create just a little bit of a wire here so that we can capture the area. And now once we have this, think about, we're trying to connect the output with the reset. Okay, so I have this here. Now if you go over to this cute toolbar, you might see a lot of options, like there's a text screen which we don't need. But if you go to this section, you will see that wire that I've been using the whole time. But here you can see the net level. So now what we can do is we can click the net level, and if I zoom out a little bit, you can see like there is a cross section, right? And we just want to make sure that this is exactly placing on the right wire. And now I'm gonna click on the tab from the keyboard. So I'm clicking on the tab, and now I can change it to, like, maybe say out one. Okay, just randomly. I'm just basically choosing things super randomly, and I can give it like a bold, or probably like make it more prettier. By the way, I can probably like this kind of pink color as well. Well, actually, let's just go with the green. Just look fancy. All right, so I have this thing here, right? Now, as I said, I want to connect the output with the reset. So the other thing I can do, I can copy this guy and I can click it here. So what essentially basically means is that I'm creating a connection between this to this. So that really helps in terms of the design. Besides the net levels, there is also a global net levels that's applicable to any of the power or ground, and it's on your top. So this is a ground. So if you have, for example, an analog ground, you can definitely change this to like you can rename it to like an analog or something, or digital ground. So let's say it's digital ground, for example. I'm just giving randomly. You can change the shape. By the way, don't get confused with the style. The style is a fancy way of making things pretty. Okay, so if you describe this as a digital ground, I'm just randomly placing things, then it essentially telling you that every time you use this, it's gonna just sign everything into the digital ground. And you can also play around with the power. So there is a lot of options. These alls are basically the global net names. So if you have a 5 volt of power supply, so in the 5/5 timer table we have the 12 volt of, then we can just place. By the way, if you want to change the shape, you can do a space, and if you keep a spacing, it's rotating. So let's go there 12. And if you don't like the 12, you can also change the name, say like just a 12 volt. I mean, if that makes you happy, then you can just do the same thing with the other guy and here as well. So what's essentially going to happen is once we take the design and once we update our PCB, I mean, I know there is a lot of warning happening. We don't really care at this point. We're just going to do whatever it takes to make it to work, right? So all right, now if we come over here, you can see that we get a connection with the output to this output. So this is a pin 3 and it's connecting to pin 4. So if we go back to our sheet, there's a pin 3 and there's a pin 4. It's pretty easy in such a way. And also, as you can see, the ground is defined already here, right? And the 12 volt as well, 12 volt as well. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching.